This is how to use a triple beam balance. Triple beam balances have 3 separate levers or lines on it that you can move masses. The first thing you need to do is make sure that they're all in their detents. By detent I mean that notch. That when you move it along, you'll feel it drop into a notch. It can't be between them. It's either in a notch or it's not. So the second beam goes 100, 200, 300, 400. The third beam goes up by tens. This is the notch-free slider. This one moves continuously. When all of them are back at 0, this pointer here should be sitting on 0, and it's not. So it means the balance is a little bit heavy down here. How heavy is it on that side? Well, it's easy to figure out. Less than 3 grams. Looks to be about 2 grams. That's literally a few grains of sugar. Sometimes just wiping the top off, it'll balance. But if not, we've got a little teeter-totter dial here. This balance is too heavy on this side. If you were on a teeter-totter and you were too heavy on the left, you could scooch forward a bit and bring the weight down there. So this screw has been taken out too much. So if I turn it to tighten it, you will find the beam will begin to come back. So this one's been almost completely unscrewed. So I just keep taking a few turns. Yeah, someone was playing with it and they unscrewed it almost completely. We're in the zone. We're not doing medical tests here. That's pretty well balanced. So how do you weigh something? Or technically mass something? I put some mass on there, and the first thing I want to do is go, is it more than 100 grams? So I take this slider and move it down. It didn't drop. So out of curiosity, I'll bring it right to the end. It fell. I'll bring it back to the middle, here. It didn't fall. I'll go to 400. It didn't fall. I went to 500. It fell. So it's between 400 and 500 grams. Where am I going to get the 99 grams in between those? This third slider back here goes up by tens. So I'll see a 450. It hasn't tipped yet. I'll try 490. It tipped. So I'll go back to 480. Didn't tip. 490. It tipped, but let's see where it stops. Ooh, it's a little bit too heavy. So I'm going to go back to 480. That means it's somewhere between 480 and 490, and here's where this slider comes in. Now, if you get good at using these balances, you can move the slider without doing this. Some kids will go like this, move it and let go, and then it starts this for a while. What you can do when you get like Zen-like with these balances is just flick the slider along. And you can start moving it without actually tipping the balance. I can't right now. Trust me, I'm a Zen master with these, but I'm blocking the camera vision. So I'm just going to slide like this until I get in close. And this is one of these annoying weights. It's actually almost 489.8. Now, I didn't wait for it to stop, and you go, oh, but sir, you're a little heavy. This is about understanding how it works. We're not trying to get a high precision density on these things. So I'll back up a little bit. And once you see it going back and forth an equal amount, it's going to stop facing the line. You could be here a half an hour with each of these trying to get the mass bang on. I don't even want you to write more than 489. You can skip the decimals. It's really not going to make any difference. I mean, look at this thing. It's got rust on it. It's not even a pure steel block anymore. So this is about the technique and the approach to getting density, not trying to get new values for a scientific textbook. So when you're done with the balances, you can re-zero everything. And when you go to carry them, when you pick them up like this, and hold your finger there. So when you walk, the balance doesn't do that. You want to just hold this, what's called the knife, so the balance doesn't hammer up and down, because these are very expensive, and they're actually very precise. So they may look like very old school, but beam balances, there's really not much better than these things in terms of getting accurate masses. So that's how you use the beam balance.